Finally, the game everybody has been waiting for this whole time. Barcelona, PSG, two of the best offenses in whole Europe. They will set to meet at the Estadio Olympic Companies in Montjuic. Pedri, Vitinha, Lamine Yamal, Dembélé, Joao Neves, Frankie de Jong, Kvaratskhelia, Raphinha. Well, not so fast, unfortunately, right? Because this game has to be cursed, right? This game has to be cursed because if we think about it, last year, when these teams were supposed to meet in the final, Barcelona scores a 3-2 remontada on Inter Milan, and 90 seconds away from reaching the final. Barcelona concedes a last-minute goal to Acerbi, and Inter Milan wins in overtime. And at that time, we were robbed of the greatest game ever created. It would have been fireworks. And you know what? It was okay because at the end of the day we were gonna see this game, right? And everyone's like, "Well, we're gonna get this game early," and well, this is not going to be as good because half of these duels, they're not even happening. Too many injuries, too many star power missing in this game, unfortunately. I hate to say this, but quite frankly, this game should have been moved. I mean, it sucks for the show. It sucks for the entertainment because we're not getting the matchups the world was waiting for. Unless both teams make it deeper into this competition, we may never see PSG and Barcelona at full strength, unfortunately. But here's the key difference. Barcelona is at home. I don't want excuses. We only want statements. We only want to win this game. As for PSG, I mean, for them, it's a totally different story. For them, it's like it's a win-win. Because if they lose, they can say, well, half the squad was injured. And if they win, they can brag and say, we beat the best attack in Europe with a B team. And Barcelona does not want any part of this, trust me. And Barcelona versus PSG, let's break it down. But first of all, hi everybody. Welcome to Barca Volume. Welcome to another episode and welcome to another preview. Football just doesn't stop, man, doesn't it? I cannot believe it. I'm already here talking to you guys about a preview matchup for PSG and the Champions League that is going to be coming up very, very soon on Wednesday. And we want to talk about strengths and weaknesses. I will give you guys my lineup. I will give you guys my prediction. But before we do that, guys, please do me a huge favor. Guys, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and let me know in the comment section what is your official prediction for this match. So guys, let's get into my strengths and weaknesses for this game. So look, my strength for Barcelona and weaknesses are going to be facts first, right? Barcelona strength, they finish their chances very well. They dominate set pieces. They attack down the wings. Lamine Yamal, Marcus Rashford. They create long shot opportunities. They create through balls with Pedri, with Frankie. They always come back from trailing spots. So if we start this game 0-1, we can rest assured that Barcelona will keep fighting until the end. They protect leagues very, very well. They defend set pieces as well. This season has been different than last season in terms of defending set pieces, which is going to be huge for this game. They even now win aerial duels very, very good. Now, not everything's sunshines and rainbows, right? Every club has weaknesses, and there's two things that worry me about this game. One of them is they struggle avoiding the offside, right? At times, they let opponents create way too many chances, and boy, we know that PSG will capitalize on Barcelona letting create too many chances, and I do expect PSG to capitalize on that. Now, in terms of styles, classic Barca, short passes, possession football. That is what Barcelona is going to want to do in this game 100%. We're going to want to possess the ball and we want to take over that midfield, and it's not going to be easy, especially if Vitinha plays. He has been on fire this season. So as far as strengths and weaknesses for PSG, I think PSG, their strength, they also create long shot opportunities. They thrive on through balls as well. They are very dangerous on set pieces. They defend set pieces as well. So as you guys can see, these two styles are gonna be very, very, very similar, to be honest. And I think that's gonna be really interesting. Come on Wednesday to see this whole thing unfold. Now, for some weaknesses for them, aerial duels are a problem. It's really not their thing. And just like Barcelona, they sometimes let opponents create way too many chances. So now, if I am PSG, this is the one thing I am really worried about, because if they allow way too many chances, guess what? Barcelona is one of the best offenses in Europe, and they can score. Like, one thing, Barcelona is not always perfect, but one thing that Barcelona can always count on is basically their offense. So that's the one thing that would really worry me if I was PSG. Now, in terms of styles, they like ball possession as well. They take long shots. They like short passes like Barcelona. They control games in the opposition's half as well. They attack down the right. They rotate the 11 very, very well. They're very good, actually. PSG and Barcelona, I think they are so similar that they scare me a little bit. So when you compare them side by side, both teams share similarities. But the aerial game, that's where Barcelona really has a clear edge in this matchup. And this is why I would be leaning in towards Barcelona, which is a little bit of a spoiler alert, to be honest with you guys. So now, let me get to player lineups. I think this is going to be very, very, very important in this game. One of the things that I do want to highlight is just some of the players that will be out in this game before we get to the lineups, because look, a lot has been said about so many players that are out, but some of them are doubtful. Some of them are not ruled out yet. For example, right? Vitinha, he's doubtful. He may play. Kvaratskhelia, he's doubtful. He may play. Joao Neves is doubtful. He may play. Fabian Ruiz is doubtful, which means he may play. So a lot of these players, they may want to force their way into this game because it's very important. Everybody wants to win the important games. So I do expect PSG to have a lot of these players come Wednesday available. Now, Dembele and Desert Dewey and also Marquinhos, these players are definitely out. They're not going to play this game. So these players will not play. So at least we have that going. So now for Barcelona, now we have Raphinha out, Gavi out, Fermin out, John Garcia out, Mark ter Stegen out. The big silver lining is that Lamine Yamal is back into this lineup, and I don't know why they don't have it on the starting 11. But as far as Barcelona, we're going to be lining up most likely with Szczesny, with Koundé. I believe that we will not have Araujo. I believe that we would have Eric instead, and we will have Kvaratskhelia. Eric and Kvaratskhelia will be the starting backfield here, and I think Gerard Martin will most likely be the one starting in the backfield. Pedri and Frankie will be our pivots. And now, when it comes to the game, I expect Dani Olmo to start at the 10, Marcus Rashford, Lamine Yamal, and Robert Lewandowski. Let me know in the comment section if you think somebody else should be the one who should be starting in this game. Now, as for PSG, they're gonna have Cavalier in goal. They're gonna have Emery on the right. I don't know why Hakimi wouldn't be listed on here. Hakimi is not on the injury report, I don't think. So I expect Hakimi to be here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this lineup, to be honest. I guess they have Beraldo. I don't believe this is gonna be the lineup at all. They're gonna have Pacho. They're also gonna have Nuno Mendes. This is a really bad. This is a really bad prediction lineup that they have. As a matter of fact, I'm probably just gonna go SofaScore instead, because sorry guys, I'm gonna do this on the fly, and let's see if we can have the PSG game. Let me see if I can pull the lineups. Let me see if they have a much better. Yeah, they have it's a little better. Okay, so they have Cavalier, they have Hakimi on the right, they have Saramingi, they have Beraldo, they have Nuno Mendes, Fabian Ruiz, Emery, Lee, because remember these players are predicted here because if Vitinha doesn't play, right? Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. Now they have Gonzalo Ramos, Barcola on the left, and they have Mbaye on the right. Now, as you can see, this lineup is not the same as PSG would have loved to have for this game, because just so many players that are out, and unfortunately they probably are not going to be available. And as I can see, yeah, definitely out. Desert Dewey, they have the same thing. Desert Dewey, Dembele, and Marquinhos are out. Joao Neves, Vitinha, Kvaratskhelia, Fabian Ruiz, they may play. So that would be huge for them if some of these players can get back into this lineup, because if this is the lineup they have, they don't have a chance to beat Barcelona. I am sorry. They're not going to have any chance of beating us if they don't have a full strength team out there. To be honest, it's just my opinion. So, but let me know if you think PSG will still have a chance. So Barcelona is still stronger in my opinion. PSG, they patched together. They're not going to be 100%. And here's the difference: Barcelona has more quality available to them, even without being a full strength. Even without some of the stars for Barcelona, they still have a better team. So here's my official prediction. Barcelona takes care of business at Montjuic 3-1. They will win this game very, very comfortable if they don't have some of these players coming back for them. Why? Because in football, quality matters. And right now, Barcelona simply has more of it on the field, hands down. Aerial duel advantage will be important. The deeper rotations, the fact that we are unbeaten in La Liga and we've only lost one game in 2025 and it was against Villarreal, I believe that is very important. As for PSG, they're walking into Montjuic against a Barcelona side that believes in this version of Barca. Really, this version of Barcelona, even half healthy, they are just better than PSG this year. And look, here's my final takeaway, okay? This is what you need to remember for this game. Yes, it sucks we won't get the dream matchups. It sucks that the injuries robbed us of a star power. But look deeper on this. Let's look deeper. Barcelona is showing that they're not just talent. They have incredible depth. Even with so many good players out like Raphinha, Joan Garcia, they are still favorites to win this game. They are balanced. They are resilient. This game will tell us more about PSG than it will tell us about Barcelona, unless Barcelona just completely capitulates and loses this game very, very badly. This game is not going to tell us much about either side if they don't have their main power out there. So as for Barca, they are expected to win, right? PSG, they're just fighting an uphill battle right now. So my final takeaway is if Barcelona wins this game the way I think they will, which is 3-1, watch out. You guys are on notice. Europe is on notice. Real Madrid is on notice. The whole entire Champions League will be on notice, because if we can win against PSG 3-1 very convincingly, without Joan Garcia, without Raphinha, without players like Gavi, without some of this star power, what can Barcelona do when they're fully healthy? Thank you for watching until the end. I really appreciate you. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your comments. Let me know your official prediction for this match, and I'll catch you guys after the game on my post-game show. Let's go!